Hey guys, this is your weekly reading for March 5th through the 11th, 2018. Let's see what we've got going on this week. What do we have going on this week? Let's see here. It's so funny. Hey Michael, how are you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's ironic. It's an ironic laugh. It's like every week this card comes up. This is so interesting. So interesting. So leave in the comments below anything you have to say about decision making. Like, are you guys really struggling to make decisions? Because clearly this card is indicating that that's kind of coming up. Either you're struggling to make decisions or you just are constantly having a lot of decisions. Thanks for watching, Michael. I can't see your face, but it's always good to see your face when I do. And I'm amazed. This card comes up like almost every week. And it was the first card I pulled already. So please guys, leave in the comments below, like anything you have to say about decisions. Do they suck? Are they easy? Are they difficult? Are they frustrating? Are they overwhelming? Are they just so darn frequent? Or is it something that you linger over for a long time trying to make a decision and still haven't yet? Or what's the deal with decisions? Decisions are a big thing apparently every week. So again, weighing your options this week about a decision. It's the first card, so let me pull some more cards. But I want some feedback from you guys about this whole decisions thing because I'm noticing it's coming up like every week. So what is the deal with decisions for all of you guys? You guys, I think you guys are, and like progress too. Again, this card came up again as well. And I actually missed last week. I didn't get the reading in for last week, so this was the week. Hi, Kathy! They are constantly there for sure. I tend to overthink, working on that. Okay, sure. It's a part of the human condition, you know. So this is another card that comes up very, very frequently in our weekly readings, which is you've come a long way, but there's still ways to go with something. And so this is like, I'm wondering, does this mean for you guys that you really are constantly making progress? That could definitely be the case, and that's super, super awesome. Or is this something, and we'll see what other cards come up to maybe give us some information about that as well. Or is this like the moment of being stuck? Like you're constantly stuck. Are you constantly making progress, or are you constantly stuck? Because this card's coming up like almost every week as well, that you have come a long ways, but there's still a ways to go. Okay, so interesting, guys. Also, this looks like this card came up, I think, the last time as well, which indicates travel. So maybe some of you guys have some travel coming up. And this card kind of has two kind of common meanings depending on other cards that are around it. And because it's a general reading for everybody, hey Edwina, I'll kind of go over both for you guys. So this card is at the center of the week, indicates travel and possibly airplane travel, likely airplane travel. So some of you guys may have some travel coming up. Or this card could also indicate something coming in very quickly, coming in within so within 2 days or within 2 weeks, possibly 2 months, but fairly quickly, something coming in. So also, so it's right next to this card as well. So it could possibly be that if this, for those of you where this is meaning that you're stuck, you've come a long way, but you have a ways to go. And rather than constantly making progress sort of thing, but if you're one of those people where this is kind of feeling like you're stuck, then very quickly that will be moving. Because this next to it also indicates Knight of Rods is like spiritual movement and business movement. So things in your business will be moving fairly quickly. You've come a long way and you have a ways to go in your business, and things will be moving very quickly for you, or at work, whether you have a job or your own business. So definitely that case. Or it could also mean that you've come a long way in your business or your work and you still have a ways to go. And coming up very quickly, there will be work-related travel. On the other side of this also is the whole decision-making thing. And interestingly, next to it, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So when you're having to make lots of decisions all of the time, or you have a really, really big decision coming up to make, whatever it is for this particular week, it's definitely lots of ups and downs have been happening, but good things are on the way. And it's also kind of a karmic decision. Like, this is what may be making it feel like a bigger decision than some other decisions. So if you've got a big decision coming up, it's really a karmic decision that's going to have it feels like a really, really big decision. Like, this is karma related. Like, how am I going to answer this? How am I going to decide? What am I going to do about this? This is kind of like going to affect my life here. So what am I going to choose, and how am I going to go about it, and how am I going to do it? Okay, let's see. What do we have next? Ooh! So this next row represents what's to come. Based on everything that you guys have been saying, doing, thinking, and feeling is what creates your life for you. Hey Amber, thanks for watching. Linda! Oh my goodness, thanks for watching, Linda. Okay, so this is really, really cool. I love this. So in the row of what's to come, based on how you guys create your lives, you do create your life. So what's to come depends on what you've said and thought and done and felt up until now. It's going to create your now. So looking forward, based on how you've been doing this, it looks like hopes and dreams and wishes coming true. And this is really, really awesome because it's right below the decision-making card, weighing your options, having to make a decision, and it feeling like a really, really big kind of heavy decision, karmic related decision. Like, this could, affect my karma somehow, or my karma is playing into this big decision somehow. And it's really, really things looking up, and this is super, super awesome. So all your hopes and dreams and wishes coming true. This is coming, so this is awesome. You guys are on the right path, and it looks like you really are making progress, constantly making progress. Every day is more progress. Even if every day feels like you're stuck, there's still progress. You've come a long way, and you still have a ways to go, but you've come a long way. You're on the right path. You're doing a great job. This is nice. Okay, so what other cards do we have in the row of what's to come? Wow. Wow, this is big cards, guys. Okay, so interesting. Very, very interesting. So, okay. So on the one side where I was talking about you may have some business travel coming up or work-related travel coming up, looks like there's some type of message in this for you regarding work. So this represents a message, and it will probably be a verbal or an intellectual type message. So communication. So something regarding this business travel has to do with communication. Something that's going to happen, obviously, on this trip that's probably work related or business related. Has a lot to do with communication, and there's a message. So who you're communicating with is really going to have information for you, and you're going to have information for them. I know that sounds like, well, duh, right? But so many times we interact with people and we think, like, oh, this person's bugging me or annoying me, or I'm tired or whatever, so I'm not going to listen to what they have to say. Listen to what they have to say. They have something that will be beneficial to you. They know something or can help you in some way that will be beneficial, and vice versa. So a lot of times you may be interacting with a person and think, oh, well, I could say this or I could say that or whatever, but they're not going to listen, or they're not going to believe me, or maybe I'm wrong, so I'm not going to speak up and say it. When you feel like guided or nudged to say something, say it, because what's coming up is a situation where you've come a long way and you have a ways to go, and part of that probably has to do with speaking up and listening. Like, two different skills, both required for communication. So listen when someone's saying something, because they have something for you. And it may not be the first 2, 3, 5, 10, 20 sentences. It may come later on down the road. It evolves as you guys communicate. Then you realize, oh, this is what they had for me and this is what I had for them. So don't let, you know, all of these other things that tend to get us stuck while we're communicating with another person hold you back. Because there's a give and a take, a reciprocity type thing there. When you're giving and sharing, like, you're also receiving too, because they're giving and sharing. And so this is interesting. Awesome. And it's a super huge accomplishment comes out of this conversation. A business accomplishment, a work accomplishment comes out of this, and probably also on a personal spiritual level for you as well. An aha moment, right, will come out of this, this travel and this trip, or that's probably business related. So very, very cool. And this trip also has kind of like a karmic meeting with somebody. So this is really cool. So the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Rods, you know, so a karmic situation like destiny, karma. I don't know what words you guys like prefer to be able to understand what I'm trying to say. But okay, so travel, business travel, you've come a long way, have a ways to go. There's definitely a big thing in this for you and the other person that you're communicating with, that really results in like a massive business or work accomplishment for you. And so it's likely going to have to do with some type of authority figure. So you might be meeting with somebody who's the head of a company, or a boss's boss or something, or another business owner. And it's going to be kind of like a karmic meeting between you guys. On the surface, it may just look like any other day, another business meeting, another whatever, but there's more to this, kind of. And this conversation with this person is really, really going to be fruitful as long as you show up and listen and, like, hang in there a little bit longer. Like, you know, if you're tired or whatever, like, don't let that hold you back from listening and paying attention and then sharing what you have to offer as well. Because it's amazing. It's really, really amazing, and results in all your hopes and dreams and wishes coming true. Beautiful. Looks like an awesome week. Okay, so energy is operating in the situation. Wow, look at that. 2 queens. I love it. So yeah, this is like kind of a big week for you guys, which requires lots and lots of nurturing yourself. So in order for you to be able to show up and share what it is that you have to offer and be open and willing enough to receive what someone else has to give, you're really going to need to nurture yourself both physically and emotionally. So tend to your needs, tend to your feelings, be mindful of them, be aware of them, allow them, take care of yourself physically and emotionally, and that will help you show up much better as well. It will contribute to you getting your hopes and dreams and wishes fulfilled. It will contribute to you being able to interact with this authority person in authority. It will contribute to that business accomplishment, and it will contribute to you being able to have that conversation where you each have a message for each other. Ah, nice. Nice. 4 rods, and as well. So this whole thing really, really, really begins to lay a new solid foundation for you from which you can, like, grow and build more accomplishments on top of that. And a new relationship, like, as your own authority figure and with another authority figure. Very nice. Okay, so outcomes. Nice. 2 queens and 2 kings. This is amazing. Love it. Love it. No matter if you have any fears or worries or doubts this week, just, like, don't waste your time on it. You are 100% protected. Temperance. Like, be patient and know that you are safe and protected and watched over and guided and completely taken care of. Like, this is a beautiful, beautiful week, guys. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, yes. Wow. It really feels like, okay, so rods are business and spiritual. This really feels like a huge business type thing though, but it also is going to affect you on a personal, spiritual level as well. So, taking care of yourself physically and emotionally and laying this new foundation. Like this is going to, whatever happens this week, whatever good, amazing things happen this week based on the awesome decisions that you're making, based on how far you've come and being willing to go a little bit further and keep taking those next steps, is really going to lay this new foundation, which becomes a new normal for you, where things are a lot better, and that becomes your new normal. That's your foundation is stronger and better, and you build from there. And that allows you, so from there, when you have a new solid foundation, things are feeling really good, then it kind of comes up with like a new decision to have to make, a new business decision. Okay, from here, now what am I going to do in this work? And from here, now what am I going to do spiritually? And this really creates a new physical accomplishment for you as well. So, like, not only does this feel like a massive business accomplishment, spiritual accomplishment, also a physical accomplishment, like, that's tangible, that feels good, that looks good, that is just so awesome. And this is what I mean. Like, these two cards go together completely perfectly. Karmic incident, karmic happenings. Like, my beautiful friend Linda here, who's watching, and Debbie, love you girls, they use this term God incidents. Like, as opposed to coincidence, it's a God incidence. It's like, I love this. I love this so much. So karmic incident happening, like this decision that you're having to make is really on a karmic level. And this conversation with somebody who's another authority figure is on a karmic level. Like I don't necessarily like to use the word destiny, but it probably converts an understanding anyways. Love you too, Linda. And combined with this ultimate protection card, you guys have a freaking awesome week. And thank God, because Mercury retrograde's coming up. Which, by the way, like, I haven't checked the dates yet. I'll probably do. Love you too, D-Love. Which, by the way, I haven't checked the dates yet, and I'll be doing another Facebook Live about it. But don't freak out about Mercury retrograde. It's not a bad thing. Poor Mercury gets a bad rap in retrograde. Oh, yes, Linda. No coincidences, all God incidences. Yes. So even Mercury retrograde is a God incidence, and it's never actually going backwards. So don't freak out about Mercury retrograde. It's actually something that you can use to your benefit. And based on this week being so freaking awesome, I think you really are going to be able to use Mercury retrograde coming up to your benefit. It's a good thing, believe me. I know a lot, you probably aren't believing me if you guys know anything about Mercury retrograde, but it really, really can be a good thing. So, I mean, just think of like nuclear power, you know, it can be used to destroy or it can be used to create. Anything can be used to destroy or create. Like your words can be used to destroy or create. So how you handle every situation is up to you. So if Mercury retrograde sucks, then you're not handling it well. Sorry guys, I don't mean to be rude when I say that, but it's true. It's totally true. It's not about Mercury, it's about you. But you guys are going to have a fantastic week this week, and so I'm super, super glad for that, especially going into Mercury retrograde. It will give you momentum to keep doing things the way that you're going to do them this week, which is make a freaking awesome decision that's karmically related, that has to do with either completing a karmic cycle, which has to do with completing a karmic cycle, and has to do with communication, and has to do with how you have a message for somebody and they have a message for you, and being willing to show up and actually be there long enough to listen and realize what it is that they have to give to you that will help you, and to be able to return that and give something to them that will be able to help them. This is a big, big, awesome week for this. And so how you choose to show up this week is up to you guys. But it totally looks like you've got this. You have got this. So you're going to make the right decisions. It's going to be amazing. Your hopes and dreams and wishes are coming true. Who doesn't want that? And it's going to require lots of taking care of yourself physically, eating the right foods, stretching, meditating, taking time by yourself when you need to, however you take care of yourself physically. Like if you feel sick, then take something right away. If you stub your toe, then like get it taken care of. You know, if you cut yourself, wrap it up, take care of it, you know, and nurture yourself emotionally, because there are lots of ups and downs, but things are looking better, much better. And even when things start to go better, it can be stressful sometimes. Oh, thank you, D-Love. Thank you. So, nurturing yourself emotionally, which means being present with your feelings, allowing your feelings, knowing what you're feeling, not stuffing it, not hiding it, not avoiding it, and allowing it and letting it pass through you, because your emotions and your feelings will tell you what you need so that you can get that and get it taken care of. So, nurturing yourself emotionally and physically goes hand in hand anyways, but there's definitely a need for that. Hey, Heather! Thanks for watching! Oh, you guys are great. I love seeing you guys on here. I don't want to go. Maybe I'll pull some other cards just for fun. This reading is like so good that I wasn't even going to pull my extra Wayne Dyer card for like more information, because it's like just a super awesome week for you guys. So yes, know that whatever comes up, there may be some nerves. You may be nervous. You may have some stress and some worry about making the decision. But trust that you'll make the right decision. It's a karmic decision. It's like completing a cycle karmically, and you are 100% taken care of and protected, and you've got this. You've totally got this, and use this as momentum to be able to do this all the time, no matter what Mercury looks like it's doing in the sky or not, because it never actually goes backwards. Okay, so let's do this one. I like this. This is funny because I haven't used this deck with you guys yet, and I brought it out this morning and I thought, why am I going to do this one? I've never actually used this one with you guys. This is Wayne Dyer, of course, because I love him. Oh, thanks, Heather. You're so awesome, too. Oh, my gosh. So this is another Wayne Dyer deck that I have, the 10 Secrets for Success and Inner Peace cards, because that, of course, matches perfectly with this reading for this week. Okay, so which of Wayne's 10 Secrets for Success and Inner Peace cards do we need to focus on this week? There we go. Ooh, I have chills. Oh my God, this is exciting. This is amazing. Know your purpose in life. How big is that? Know your purpose in life. It's the third secret. Purpose is about taking the focus off you and your self-interest and serving others in some way. This is so cool. And I'm going to actually read this to you guys. A little bit of a secret here. I guess I'm kind of giving away some of my secrets. You don't really know what goes on behind the scenes before I turn the cameras on. So I have this kind of prep that I do before I start my weekly readings with you guys, because I want to be at my best when I'm giving the reading. And so I go through my own kind of like meditation and Reiki and getting clear and getting grounded and connecting with the earth and connecting with the universe. And I always pull one of my 72 Names of God cards before I even turn on the cameras. And this kind of really fits with it. So for the first time ever, I'm going to share this with you guys. Let me read this again one more time. So know your purpose in life. And this is a part that really, really matches. Purpose is about taking the focus off you and your self-interests and serving others in some way. Now get this. This was the card I got in preparation for this. Circuitry is the name. It's the 38th name of the 72 Names of God. This name helps me to receive when I share and to share when I receive. So that's pretty awesome in combination with this. Serving others in some way. So This name helps me to receive when I share and to share when I receive. I can see the opportunity that sharing gives me, and I am aware that when I receive with the right consciousness, I am also sharing. This is the circuitry of life. When I connect to it, I move out of the black hole and into the light. And that's what this conversation is that came up here that I'm talking about, that someone has something for you and you have something for them. And so when you, okay, how is receiving actually sharing, and how is sharing actually receiving, right? Because they sound like opposites. But when you really do it with the right intention and the right consciousness, they really are both at the same time. So this conversation here that I was talking about, that you're going to have, where someone has something for you and you have something for them, when you actually listen, like listening is a form of sharing. Like you're sharing your time, you're sharing your presence, and you're sharing your capacity to hold space for somebody when you listen to them. And so when you listen to them and share yourself and your presence with them in this way, they're giving you a message that you can also receive. And it makes them feel good, you know? And then when you do the same, where you share information with somebody that's going to really help them, you receive at the same time, like the gratitude and the just happiness of having done something that helped somebody. I love this. Okay, so one more time. This name helps me to receive when I share and to share when I receive. I can see the opportunity that sharing gives me, and I am aware that when I receive with the right consciousness, I am also sharing. This is the circuitry of life. When I connect to it, I move out of the black hole and into the light. Okay, guys, you've got it this week. You've got this. You're going to make some awesome decisions this week. You're going to make the right decisions. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Know that this is happening on a karmic level. This is really kind of completing the circle on a lot of things. There may be some travel coming up. You've come a long way and you have a ways to go, and you can do it when you really step into this circuitry of sharing, because there's going to be a conversation this week likely with someone on a business level or a professional level, where you have something that you can really share with them and they have something that they can really share with you. And it may not happen right off the bat. It may take a conversation for each of you to realize what it is that you have to give and receive with each other. So hang in there with that conversation. Don't let other things get in the way. Like, I'm too tired to be present with this person, or this person actually really bugs me. It may be someone that you don't like. And then end up realizing, wow, there's something actually kind of cool here. And it could be with an authority figure. It may not necessarily be with an authority figure, but there's definitely stepping into your own authority this week, and having good conversations with authority figures this week as well. Definitely a huge spiritual accomplishment for you, a huge business accomplishment for you, and your hopes and dreams and wishes coming true this week. Laying a new foundation. This lays a new foundation for you to where you have a new normal, which is better than what normal previously was. And it's also going to require taking care of yourself physically and emotionally. And then from there, then you'll have another new decision to make coming from all this. So now that I know all of this, what am I going to do spiritually now? And what am I going to do in my business or at work now? And this is a huge physical accomplishment for you, and you are 100% protected and taken care of. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, guys. This feels big. Shifting, thank you. You're welcome, Michael. You are so, so welcome. I'm grateful that you were here with me and watching. All of you guys, Edwina, Michael, Amber, Linda, Heather, Debbie. Love you guys. Have a beautiful week. And I will see you soon. And we'll talk about Mercury retrograde, which is not going to scare you ever again. Promise? Promise. Love you guys.